I've always believed that when someone shows you who they are, you should believe them. But love makes you blind. Love made me deaf that night, too. It was Emily's birthday. She had always craved attention. The bigger the crowd, the louder the praise, the better. I wasn't a flashy husband, but I tried. I had planned a quiet surprise dinner, but she scrapped it for a wild party with her friends, influencers, and her sister, Sophie. Sophie had always been the devil on Emily's shoulder, whispering poison into her ear. I wasn't feeling well that night. I had been working long hours, and my back had been aching for days. But Emily insisted I help set up the decorations at the venue. Carrying speakers, moving tables, running errands. None of it seemed to matter to her. Stop being dramatic. It's my birthday, she snapped when I told her my legs felt numb. And then it happened. While I was carrying a heavy amplifier across the hall, my legs buckled. I collapsed, hitting the floor hard, breathless, my lower body paralyzed. For a moment, I thought it was just fatigue. I tried to get up. Nothing. Emily stood over me, arms crossed, glaring like I had just spilled wine on her designer dress. "Walk it off. Stop being a baby," she yelled, her voice slicing to the laughter and music. Sophie stood beside her, smirking, relishing every bit of my humiliation. "Can't believe you're ruining her birthday like this," Sophie added, loud enough for everyone to hear. I wanted to speak, to shout, to tell them I couldn't move, but the words drowned in their laughter. I lay there, helpless, while party-goers stepped around me like I was part of decor. No one cared, until she arrived. The paramedic, Laura, wasn't like the others. Her eyes scanned me with genuine concern. "Sir, can you move your legs for me?" she asked. I can't feel them," I whispered, tears burning my eyes. Her face changed instantly. The playfulness in the room evaporated. She radioed her team for police backup, possible spinal injury, suspected domestic negligence. "We need law enforcement here. Now!" The word stunned the crowd. Emily's smile faltered. Sophie's smirk vanished. The paramedics carefully stabilized me on a stretcher, but not before Laura whispered, "You're safe now. They won't get away with this." The police arrived minutes later. Questions were asked. Statements were taken. Witnesses who moments ago laughed now panicked. Emily tried to twist the story. "He's always dramatic. He does this for attention. He's fine." But the medical report didn't lie. Severe spinal trauma. Weeks of ignoring symptoms. Overexertion. My condition had been worsening, and I had begged Emily to let me see a doctor. She refused. She didn't want hospital bills ruining her lifestyle. As I was wheeled into the ambulance, I saw Sophie whispering to a man I vaguely recognized, a colleague from Emily's office. Their exchange was intimate, too familiar. That night, Laura stayed by my side in the ER. Her kindness was disarming. She saw through the cracks I had been hiding for years. Days turned into weeks as I began my recovery journey. And in that quiet, sterile hospital room, the truth unfolded. The police investigation revealed more than just neglect. Emily had been cheating on me, with Sophie's help. The colleague I saw that night was her secret boyfriend. Sophie had been covering for Emily's escapades for years, feeding me lies while facilitating her sister's betrayals. The birthday party was supposed to be a celebration of Emily's new freedom. She was planning to humiliate me publicly, file for divorce, and paint me as a jealous, insecure husband. But my collapse changed the narrative. The media caught wind of the scandal. Headlines screamed, "Influencer wife humiliates injured husband." Police investigate abuse allegations. Sponsors dropped Emily like a hot stone. Sophie's own career as a lifestyle coach crumbled. Meanwhile, Laura became my anchor. During my rehabilitation, she encouraged me not just to heal physically, but emotionally. We spoke about everything: the silent abuse, the emotional isolation, the manipulation. One evening, as I practiced walking again, Laura said, "Sometimes life knocks you down so you can finally see who's still standing with you." That hit harder than any fall. Months passed. Lawsuits were filed. Emily tried to spin the victim narrative, but the evidence was overwhelming. She was found guilty of willful neglect and ordered to pay damages. Sophie disappeared from the public eye, her reputation in shambles. I moved on, not in haste, but with purpose. I started a foundation for victims of emotional and domestic neglect, focusing on the hidden abuses that never leave bruises but scar the soul. Laura stood beside me, not as a savior, but as a partner who had seen me at my lowest and believed in my rise. 2 years later, I was invited to a high-profile charity gala. As fate would have it, Emily was there too, reduced to a footnote in the influencer world, clinging to whatever relevance she had left. Our eyes met across the room. She approached, her steps hesitant. "You look better," she said. "I am better," I replied calmly. She searched my face for any lingering hurt she could weaponize. But there was none, only clarity. "You ruined me," she hissed under her breath. "No, Emily," I smiled. "You ruined yourself. I just stopped protecting you from the consequences." That night, I walked out of the venue with Laura's hand in mine. My legs were steady, my heart lighter. The past was still a part of me, but it no longer controlled me. Some betrayals break you. Others rebuild you. Mine did both.